And hi guys, good evening and welcome to this live trailer reaction of the brand new just freaking dropped Avengers Endgame trailer that of course who was expecting? I mean, we all knew that this is going to come out like sometime around, you can say, well, middle of the month or whatever, but of course it just dropped. So of course I had a different different schedule and time and a lot of other things to do, so that is why I'm coming in the freaking 11 o'clock at night to cover this instead of sleeping. But I want to see it as crazy. I was making protein bars by the way after work, so I was like, I'm gonna just not look at anything and hold on till I come and do this here live with you guys. And hi to A Gaming, hearts for you as well. So as always, I have to battle my gaming headphones and we are ready to start this live. Good evening to Ivy, and I hope that you have a very good last day of this week. I mean, last day working for you at least. I am looking forward to my last day, which is going to be tomorrow. So guys, I cannot wait to see this. Just let me scroll to the trailer, and we have to break this down as well, as you know. So as soon as I see this, we're gonna break it down. Ah, you're busy? Well, don't worry, Ivy. I'm not gonna take long because it's freaking so late like yesterday. I just cannot catch a break and I just cannot stream games. Yeah, every day is different thing to cover. But anyways, I'm excited. It's awesome. It's great time for the movies and to be a superhero fan, so let's play it.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I like this one.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. Okay. Whew. Oof, I have to process it, like that the best part is at the end. So many old things, but okay, let me just process it. Uh, okay. So what, guys, what are you saying? Let me just check the comments real quick. Hi to Vicky. Thank you. Thank you, Ivy. It's awesome what your, how your wording is, it's awesome. It's in April. Exact date, I think it was like after the trailer somewhere. Ah, you have a birthday then? Oh, that's great. Hello to Tansai. Uh, Tanasi, sorry, project. Well, it's Vicky. It's at least it's in that month, Okay, so let's go to the trailer now because wow, I have to gather my own thoughts. Well, thank you, Vicky. Hi, Teko. Well, I'm not sure they're gonna go by the comics. They always change something. It's not like they're going by the books because everybody otherwise I'm gonna know what's gonna happen, or at least people that read the comic books, and everybody can just go to the comic books and read it. If we know that Marvel follows them so closely, which we know that they don't, so nobody knows. We are just guessing. Okay.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago.
Wow, that was really 1,000 years ago. Like, oh, sorry guys. I'm sorry as always. This week has been so long. I'm just floored about by the sheer tiredness of everything. So I'm very keep it together, to be honest with you, and I really want to do this. There are so many things that I want to do and cover. So I'm trying to keep it together as much as possible. So yeah, first I was like, well, I don't want to see old stuff. Like, who cares about the old stuff? I want to see the new stuff. But I get where they're coming from because it's like super freaking clever to do this, because not only that they are not spoiling anything, but they are also making a recap of everything that happened for the past 10 years, 10 years, which is so much time, like freaking long time. I'm gonna mess up a lot a lot of words tonight, guys. Even in my own language I will. I'm just so tired. But yeah, you get my point. Okay, let's continue.
I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you.
Yeah, of course that Iron Man's gonna remember that. Everything is freaking changed. The world is changed.
I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed.
Everybody's recapping what the heck happened to them. And for Cap, that's even longer, For him, the shock was great. He's greater, I mean, because first he has to wake up, realize that his love is lost. Then he finds her. She's freaking super old and ill, and she dies. She loses like everything. I mean, he loses like everything. And she had a full life lived without him all those years. He lost his chance with her. He lost all the things that he thought that his life would be like. He lost everything. Yes, he gained a life in modern days, but like freaking alone and all of that. I'm gonna get your comment, guys. As always, I just have to finish with my thoughts on the trailers. We can discuss it afterwards. Before I lose my thoughts, because, when you're too tired, you cannot, like, bring thoughts together. I'm sitting on my desk and I'm like, how is this called? I'm just losing words. It's terrible. Just sleep, guys. Get your sleep.
None of us can go back.
And of course we're gonna see what the heck Hawkeye was doing, and he was with his family, and I'm pretty sure he lost all of his family, so that's why we are seeing this.
All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
And of course we remember that moment, he's so freaking devastated, which he's acting very well here. And like, Asgard does not exist anymore, like how mind-blowing is this in a bad way. But that is not because what happened with, you know, in Endgame, you know, just his Thor sisters, Hela, basically destroyed everything, so yeah.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
They look terrible. Yeah, I mean normal. Yeah, I think that Scott Lang also lost everything. Who knows?
Even if there's a
Because he was in the quantum realm, and you know his parents, not parents, damn it. Well, basically technical parents, but the technological parent. Okay, he's well, I'm pretty sure his family and all of that. Michael Douglas's character, everybody, you know, everybody's spirit. That's what I mean. His daughter.
small chance. We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
War Machine with Rocket Raccoon. Isn't that like a perfect pair? They just look awesome.
We will.
And he is freaking devastated, of course. You know what gets me? You know, not exactly the acting, which is great. You know, everybody are super serious and all of that, appropriate for the situation. What gets me is actually the music. The music is extremely awesome. I mean, it's super impactful, it's emotional, it's strong, it's I don't know what's the word for that in English, but basically very dramatically impactful. Yeah. So the music is what gets me, and I'm getting literally goosebumps like all over. Just whoa. Wow, whoa, whatever you wish to say it to express your wow factor, but it is wow.
Whatever it takes.
I love the power, and I love Nebula. Actually, Nebula is amazing. Really love her.
Whatever it takes.
So great, so great. He did that so great. I mean, Hawkeye, he's like, huh, with the bow. I just love it. I just cannot recreate this here because I don't have space, but yeah.
Whatever it takes.
This is so great. I love it.
Whatever it takes.
Black Widow is like, huh, I'm gonna shoot. And I don't know what Captain America does with his old costume, but it looks bad, what their situation is. And I'm pretty sure that, you know... Okay, again, apologies. I'm pretty sure that if Ant-Man wants, he can just shrink down, get into the glove of Thanos, and poof, you know, get big again, and the glove is gonna fall off. But well, Thanos is not from yesterday, so maybe he somehow is gonna know that Ant-Man's there, but it's a pretty good idea. I don't know. Maybe Infinity Gauntlet's gonna tell him somehow that Ant-Man is doing this. I have no idea, but it's a good idea in theory.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, so Iron Man is somewhere in space with Nebula, and the other guys are on Earth, and they are both desperate. I mean, not both, they are all desperate, but their motto is whatever it takes, whatever it takes. So, because they're so determined and freaking, you know, brave and all, they're just doing it. They're just succeeding. They are finding the way to do it. So we see
Whatever it
here
takes.
that of course they are together now. Of course they are. I mean, I didn't think that it's gonna be any other way. It's really cool how Nebula walks there. I didn't even see Iron Man at first, because I was just so concentrated on Nebula. I'm just loving her. She's so awesome. The other thing that I really love, I really have to mention, is something that I actually talked about very recently when I did my Detective Pikachu trailer reaction. We were talking about old animations, and I mentioned that there was this very old animation. Uh, oh god, I forgot again, but it's like Voltron, Silver something. The Sheriffs, something like that. You know it. You watched it. Then I got a copyright because of the song, because I showed what it was. But anyways, what I mean is to tell you guys is that, like in Voltron and this show, you know, the Star Sheriffs, uh, they had this those armor that was like the team armor. Everybody had a very plasticky looking armor and all of that, that was covering their whole body, so they all look like figures, like toys, and something like that. So this is that. I mean, this exactly is what I wanted to see. This is live action representation of a suit like that, that is completely made from hard parts. You know, mostly, not of course not completely, because otherwise they will not be able to move. But it's made in this way that's, you know, it's just like the animations if everybody are dressed like that. The only difference is that not everybody has a special color to their suit, but they're, you know, all the same and in that style. So I just love that. I always want to see that on screen, like they're the team of Voltron or something. God, I wish I could have done this in 5 o'clock today, but yeah, impossible. Oh, this is so great. Okay, guys, so how to tell you this? The more I think about Captain Marvel, I mean the movie, and Captain Marvel herself, the more I actually really love her and the movie even more. And I stand by everything that I said, that the movie actually has, to me, a lot more emotional and just overall substance to the story than some of the other Marvel movies. And I know that not everybody is gonna see that, but really behind her character there's so much more. And you really have to be able to understand this type of a person like she is, you know, considering what she went through, considering, you know, how her life turned out to be, and why she is the way she is. So everything about her is actually very cleverly done. You just had to get deep and realize it. So when I see her like together with all the Avengers, I know relatively, I mean, we know how powerful she is, kinda. They show that she's very powerful. At the end of the movie, don't want to spoil anything, but really don't know how this is going to exactly transfer to fight with Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. But her powers are basically, you know, a product of her being blessed with this huge explosion that is generated by the Tesseract. And we know that the Tesseract has one of the Infinity Stones powering it, you know. So she's basically infused with one of those stones' power, but Thanos has every of those stones. So, you know, I don't know how that's gonna play out, but it's just great to have her in the Avengers as a team. And again, I'm gonna get your comments, guys, because she is so different from everybody. She really is. And I just love how confident she is, how she doesn't take crap for anybody, and she stands her ground all the time in everything that she does. She does not take intimidation at all. She just watches everything and reacts when she wants to. She's clever that way. So I can totally identify some of her character traits in myself actually as well. So that is why I get her so well. I'm not looking like that the whole day, just like being completely like a stone, but but I get this type of behavior and overall how you carry yourself, because sometimes you just want, when you're being oppressed in some way when you were growing up like she was. I can also identify with that because a lot of kids are bullying you, for instance, or really they're really trying to make you feel less because you're a girl and you're trying to play men's sports and men's stuff, and they're saying like you can't because you're a girl. And I know that for America that's kind of like a cliche to this point, but it's a real life factor here in Bulgaria still today. Still, fathers teach their boys to be sexist and all of that, not intentionally, just the way that they are. So they just, you know, um, basically teach the their sons to be the same way, and the sons just mimic their father's behavior, how they act towards women. So although today's world is very saturated in that regard, and there's a lot of you know calling the wolf out when there's no wolf or something like that. Like there's a saying, an old saying. But here in Bulgaria, this is still a reality, and it was reality when I was growing up. So I freaking know when you're that oppressed, you can say. I mean, I just cannot think of a better word right now, but if you're in that way, you will totally, if you're a strong character, you're gonna turn out this way. You're gonna be very confident at the end of the day because you're being oppressed. You're being told all your life that you cannot do the things that you actually know that you can do, but they're trying to make you feel and think that you can just because you're a girl or something like that. And all of a sudden you're getting angrier and angrier and angrier. I just want to prove yourself and prove yourself. And when you actually start doing those things and proving yourself, you're just really shutting up those people, and they're really shocked, and they just move on with their lives. But they're like, what the heck happened? It's like they cannot explain to themselves how is this possible. So all of that is very frustrating. All of that is, you know one thing is getting on top of each other each and every year that you're growing up and developing, and all of a sudden you know everything that happened to you is shaping you in this person that is very, very strong and very determined, very independent, very driven. So that type of act, you can call it, may be mistaken for some people that do not understand going through all of that. So that can be mistaken for, oh, she's not really emotional or something like that. But no, really she really is, and she did show emotion for the things that she cares about. She did show emotion, because people like that, they don't just waste their emotion or just anything. They used to spare their reactions and spare their emotions because they were not really allowed to be themselves their whole life. That is exactly how it is. Sometimes you're just pushed down and pushed down. You have abilities, you have talents, you have smarts, but you're pushed down and you don't know why. You don't know why you're not just allowed to develop, to prove yourself. No. And you just have to go out of your way to do something so you can prove yourself, to find a way when there is no way, to make your own, like literally make your own way. So considering all of that, and that I personally had to go through a lot of things that are just like this, I that's why I totally get her and how she acts and where her whole behavior and character comes from. So everything that she does is not wooden, is not bland, is not anything like that. It's just a product of what she has to be in order to survive in this world, and not only survive, but really know her abilities. You know, she's no longer told that she can. She is no longer listening to those voices. She's just, you know, broke. She just breaks free. You know, she broke free from that, and she's already on that stage where she proved herself. She is like discovering and discovered and developed her ability. So now she is completely confident because she just knows, and she's sure in herself. She knows what she can do, and she's sure in herself. So it's perfectly fine to be objective and not, you know, think more of yourself than you are and think less of yourself. She just thinks objective, and her objective state of being is this extremely awesome and powerful, well, person. So I just want to tell you guys about this because I don't know when I'm gonna make Captain Marvel video. I want to address everything that happened, you know, about the controversy with Brie Larson and everything that she said. All of that, what I think about those things. But in terms of her character and her movie, those are two separate things, and I think of them as separate because they are. So Brie Larson is not Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is a character that is fictional. It's you know, it's something that exists on its own, on her own, and she is doing a great job acting and being Captain Marvel in the movie, and apparently even better in the Avengers, I think. And we are also gonna get new costume for her. That if you've seen the movie, you see that in end credit scene. Which to this point, I don't know if it's a spoiler. I'm just saying it's an awesome end credit scene after the first visual trailer. So if you haven't been for that, if you still plan to see a movie and you don't know if you have to stay to the credits, stay after the first few minutes, the first like comic book, you can say, graphics that they do, and then the last scene is just funny, but it's not worth it. But anyways, continuing and finishing this off with your you with your comments. I really love how she just does not move. She's just like, whatever he's gonna do, he's not doing anything to me, so I should not react to that. Of course that she's not supposed to, you know? She freaking knows that no, nothing's gonna happen to her.
I like this one.
Yeah, Thor respects strength in every possible form. He knows a real strong person when he sees it, no matter if it's a man or a woman. He respects real strength, and she is displaying mental and physical. I mean, material and mental, you can say. Just by standing there, really. Okay, April 26th. Yeah. And now, let's get to your comments. Okay, Vicky. Yeah, the song is amazing. Yeah, Hawkeye. Well, not only him. I mean, I know he has a family and all, but it's not only him that has a family. And you know, it kind of makes sense that we didn't see anything of him. He was just enjoying his life with his wife and kid or kids. I don't remember anymore if there are more. Okay, I think they were. The point is that everybody loses something. Everybody lost someone, and he is just you know, kicked out of retirement in a very bad way, we can say. Yeah, if he has to be depressed, at least he's gonna do something. I'm pretty sure that Tony and Cap are gonna bury the hatchet. I mean, there's nothing to be angry about. Yeah, to yell. Sorry, that tiredness is kicking in again, yelling at each other or something like that. So let me get this straight. Ah, wait. It's gonna take me some time to assimilate, but I don't want sacrificing for each other or anything like that. I just want them to be fine, so to speak. I just don't want them to die. I know that somebody's gonna die, but everybody already died in the previous movie. What to tell you, I don't want anybody to die in general. Okay, Vicky, I understand that I invited to your birthday. Not sure if I can make it. Have no idea what I'm gonna do on that date. Uh, but I'll let you know. It's very far away now. I cannot say what's gonna happen till then. And the movie's gonna open, so there's one thing that we should do on that day to go to see the movie, and I have to see it day one. Hey to Ace. Well, Marvel and Fox closed their deal, so in a few months they're gonna have the rights to combine the characters in the movie scene, which of course gonna take a lot more time than just the deal closing. So we're gonna wait and wait, but now that they have X-Men, they have Deadpool, they have Fantastic Four, they can do anything. So whatever Kevin Feige wants to do, I'm pretty sure he has a plan already. Okay. Fun, that's fun. Well, guys, that has been my trailer reaction and breakdown of this new, Avengers Endgame trailer. I know that this movie is very freaking big. I know that they don't want to spoil anything, so that's why they took this approach of showing us how much time has actually passed since we started all of this. A lot of things has happened. Sorry. All of those heroes went through something very dramatic for their lives. Everybody lost someone. Everybody had like super drastic change in their life, and everybody has to work with the other to save all those people, or at least some of the people that they have lost, and of course the other heroes that they've lost. I mean, I'm talking about their loved ones and the heroes. And so it was like a nice thing to do, to just go back and emphasize that they are fighting for their whole world, because those people are their whole world, and they have every freaking drive and reason to do their best. And of course, 3 billion people also died. And from Earth, who knows how many more died throughout the universe, like trillions, billions upon trillions and billions. So, this is their biggest freaking mission. I don't know how Avengers in general is gonna get any bigger than that. I know Galactus, is somewhere out there, who knows, and a lot of other huge big enemies, but Thanos is really one of the best. There are just not so many characters that are more powerful than him, especially when he gets the gauntlet. There are some characters that have beaten him, and with the gauntlets, as far as I know. There's some gods, that are higher than Thanos in terms of power and all of that, but we have no idea how this is gonna continue. So whatever happens in the game, it's really gonna be some kind of an end, for sure, for these characters. And for those 10 years of Marvel that we see. So whatever happens after, who knows, guys, who knows. But I personally do not want a reboot. I just want some kind of a logical continuation, because a reboot is just gonna scrap everything, and I just hate that. It's like it never happened. And it did happen to us, so I just prefer to be a logical continuation somehow. And I don't watch Arrow anymore, so if it ends, it ends, It just lost me. The last 2 seasons just lost me. Thank you. That's amazing, Ivy. Well, tomorrow, guys, I really want to stream a game. Hopefully nothing comes out, but I'm gonna be floored and want to, take a break. But we'll see, guys. If I am gonna stream, just check out my Facebook page for updates, and you will know. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Sleep well if you have my time. Until next time, me Gary reviews. Thank you very much for support. Have a great Friday and a weekend, and see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.